places. And so here's my intro. Hey, everybody. Michelle with Triangle Social Media, coming to you live, trying new things, exploring different pathways of streaming. And I'm using StreamYard, broadcasting to 8 places, trying to share with you some social media tips, thoughts, mindset, strategies, and etc. And so one of the things is learning different platforms and trying new pathways of communication. And so definitely there's things I can see that I need to tweak to get better. We always are learning and growing and doing, right? So here's part of my process. It's right out there in public, so you can all critique and give me some advice, feedback. Love to hear it. Basically, I have a talking point I use every week just to share some thoughts on what is that thing? What is that topic? What is that idea or strategy? And how can it help us all to grow in social media, which is branding, which is marketing, which is your business? No matter what you're doing, what kind of business you have or industry you're in, you have to market your business. That's part of it. It's part of the hustle that we do. And so there's a lot of different things we have to deal with. And if we don't have the bandwidth or the time or the capability or whatever the reason to manage that, well, you could consider outsourcing it to someone like me or someone else that you know who can help you manage the content and, managing the notifications, keeping track of the people who engage with you on your content. And on that note, the talking point for today has to do with influencers. And that's something that I've been chatting about here and there, week to week, with different topics regarding influencer marketing. And so we talked about what that is and just, utilizing and collaborating with people who have an influence on their circles. And so that could be, there's different levels, different types of influencers. It's kind of a tongue twister. And so you want to connect with people. I mean, some of us have the capability and the benefit of connecting with really big mega influencers who have, millions of followers, and that's wonderful. But it starts right here in our own community. And so I strongly advocate networking. I love networking myself. And so if you don't love networking, there's different ways you can network to help get yourself out there because you want to connect with people. The bottom line is relationship marketing. And so you want to connect with people, collaborate together, and be influencers for one another and help one another by tagging each other in content or sharing each other's content, doing interviews. That's something that I do on Wednesdays at noon, Social Soundbites with Michelle. And I just got done interviewing Robert Stapleton of Napper Tandy's in Angier, North Carolina. He's about to open. I'm really excited. It's all coming together. He needs to hire some cooks. So if you're looking for work, I know there's a lot of people that are looking for, employees. It seems to be a thing, a struggle for many business owners. And there's a ton of jobs out there. So I'm hoping to help him connect with some people who are looking to be cooks in a fun atmosphere where you can work and enjoy your time while you're working. So anyway, that being said, I love to do that. And that you connect with and do different activities, collaborating, and also bringing on other people that you can tag and work with, and you could go live together and share each other's audiences. And so that's one way. There's so many different ways to do the thing that we call marketing your business. And so every idea spurs on other ideas, right? But when you establish rapport with influencers, brands can create strong and lasting partnerships that drive long-term results. And so that's the talking point. And just, the message is basically to be consistent and to follow through and to follow up and to maintain your relationships. It's all about relationship marketing. So I am looking at it more from a micro level because of the smaller circle that I might have compared to someone who has millions of followers. But the benefit is still, to me, it's about relationships. I know the bigger you get, it might not be as intimate as that, but you have to start somewhere. Start with one other person and you agree to engage on each other's content. Have you ever had a business friend who messages and says, hey, would you mind giving me a shout out here? Someone else was asking for a referral with the thing that they do. Of course, I'd be happy to do that, right? So I find that post in a Facebook group. and I give them a plug, and it's authentic because I know that person and I can speak from experience. So there's a start, and there's an example of how you can begin to have some micro influencers in your circle that will help you. And so maybe you create a group message, and every so often you just ask that circle who you trust and and they know you, they know, like, and trust you, and they are happy to do that referral, recommendation, tag, shout out, etc. There's all kinds of other ideas when it comes to influencer marketing. So what are some things that you have done or ideas that you have? I'd love to hear it. Share in the comments. And, we learn and grow from one another, and the ideas that we have that we can share. Why not expand the knowledge base amongst others and then do that thing with other people so that you both benefit from it, right? So I highly encourage you to start somewhere. Start with one idea, and then it can grow. And it gets exciting because as you are doing these things, right, you're supporting other businesses, they are supporting you. But beyond that, your relationships are growing. I find a lot of value in strong relationship marketing, which is related because they all become influencers for me. So if I have a group of business owners that I network with regularly, coming back to the networking events, right? So if you're doing that regularly, whether it's in person or Zoom or both, you're going to events, you're meeting people, you're looking in the eye, you're getting to know people on a more intimate level. It's kind of hard to do that by Zoom. I'm sorry. And so I'm all for in-person events, and I have several. If you're interested to come, I'll share the link to those activities in the thread of the video, or you can go to my Facebook page, and in the tab up top, there's the events tab, and you can see all the things that are scheduled coming up. Would love to see you at any of those. But, again, it comes back to relationship marketing, which turns into influencer marketing, and it can grow from there. The other thing is, why not step out of your comfort zone and meet someone new that you haven't met before, right? Go to a person, a business, collaborate with them, invite them. Hey, can I interview you? Can I come in and we chat for a few minutes? Why not, right? And so you're doing something for them. You're offering that value, and it's indirect marketing for you, of course. And when you tag them and everybody sees the posts on both audiences, you'll get some engagement. Well, it's all about engagement as far as the algorithm goes, right? The algorithm wants to see engagement, and the more engagement, that shows that it is a liked and interesting and valuable post, and more people will see it in the newsfeed. So just a few thoughts, not very many, it's kind of simple, really, but it's just about taking that first step and starting where you're at. We all have to start somewhere. So I highly encourage you to start where you're at. Share your story. Tell me what you like to do with your influencers and how you collaborate, and some ideas maybe you have that you've done that we haven't talked about and that would help other people to know. Would love to hear your thoughts on influencer marketing, relationship marketing, and networking. So that's it for today. I will see you next week, every Wednesday at 12:30. Social Soundbites with Michelle, sharing social media tips. Thanks and have a great day.